Mental health is a sensitive topic, of course, that is not given enough attention. And now this has also created the need for people to come together in the hope of breaking the stigma of suffering in silence. To bring more attention to this very critical issue, runner and philanthropist Stefan van Neel will embark on a 24-hour trail run. He joins me now to tell us more about this initiative. Thank you so much, Stefan, for joining me this morning. I see you have Lion's Head there in the background. Of course, that will be the trail that you will be running. Tell us more about this initiative of yours.
Yeah, thanks for having me, and thank you to all the listeners for tuning in. I'm actually about 91 kilometers, and I think about 16 hours into my run already.
Oh,
so
wow.
I'm sitting here pretty fragile as I speak to you. Yeah, so basically my run is just embarked on a sort of a challenge to complete the base of Lion's Head, which is a 5 kilometer trail loop. As many times as I can in support of mental health awareness. And as you know, it is the start of Mental Health Awareness Month now as well, which is October.
And tell us, what is the main goal for this initiative of yours?
So the goal, or the main goal, is to sort of just create awareness and make people aware that they don't have to suffer in silence. There is help, there is assistance out there, and like life is tough. We live in a jaded world, so there is help which you can sort of turn to, and like sort of it is okay to be okay. And with what I'm doing also and working closely with Don't Run Away, I think it's the perfect motto to have when you're going through something. Like, you don't need to run away. You can sort of ask for help or turn to help, just to guide you through your mental health journey.
And let's talk about mental health. I mean, you also mentioned it's also something very personal to you. How did you, get across that barrier where you are now okay, or how do you cope rather with your mental health, and how are you using this to also empower others and help them in their process?
So I mean, I can only do something or try and help based on experience. So I've obviously had my own sort of tough days where I actually hit rock bottom. And I thought that once I was able to help myself, seeing what was happening out there in the world, especially during COVID, which was possibly one of the biggest times where people sort of took things into their own hands. Once I was able to sort of help myself, I was then able to help the next person. So I developed a new passion through trail running, I think during COVID as well. And I think that has been my therapy. And I've never looked back since I started. And it's helped me to overcome quite a few of my own demons. And I just enjoy what I'm doing.
Yeah. And of course, this mental health awareness is...
And I'm happy and grateful that I'm able to sort of use this to make a difference.
Yeah. I hope we still have you on the line, because the signal is a bit shaky at the moment. But if you can hear me, I know that this is also in joint partnership with Join Panda mental health app. So this is also something that you are using. How does that work exactly?
So I did my first 24-hour run for mental health.
It seems like Stefan is breaking up, unfortunately. He is in an area where the signal isn't 100%, so he is doing all of this for a good cause, of course. If you do want to check him, you can also follow him on social media at Stefan van Neel and see what he is up to. He is an avid runner, and he's done this many times. I think that's what he was going to say right now as well. He's done this before as well, where he had runs or challenges of the 3 Peaks Challenge, for example, for cancer at Tygerberg Care Home, where he also raised money. And if Stefan can hear me, I hear in my ear that you might be back. Stefan, yeah, please tell us about those other runs that you did in the past as well. We also raised awareness.
My first campaign was for cancer. I did the 3 weeks. I always put together a challenge, a time, sort of a time frame. So I think I raised 24,000 Rand, which the goal was only 10,000. And it was my first campaign. So once I saw the success from that, it just gave me more motivation and drive to keep on doing these charities. And then one of the bigger campaigns that I did was help save Ida's House Children's Hospice, which is a children's hospice for special needs, where COVID also had them almost closed down, and we raised 110,000 Rand to keep the doors open.
Wow.
For Ida's House, because they offer free services to assist children with special needs. Yeah. So, and yeah, I'm not looking back. I'm just enjoying trying to make a difference where I can. And I think it's not only me; it's the support around me makes it so much more easier and worthwhile to sort of do all these campaigns and events. So yeah, I think I'm also blessed to have great people around me.
Yeah, and that's very important, to have a great network of people that can support you and help you, so that you can also, at the end of the day, help others with these endeavors of yours. It's wonderful to see, you know, that people are doing things like this, that there are people like you, Stefan, who, you know, care about other societies that, you know, need help. So thank you for what you are doing. Stefan, of course, if you've just joined us, he is looping around Lion's Head, and also trying to raise awareness for mental health, something that is, of course, a stigma, and not everybody can always break free from the clutches of mental health. And he is just saying that, you know what, you don't have to suffer alone. There's always help out there, and that's exactly what he is doing this morning.